Hello everyone, welcome to Programming Cradle. Today in this video I would like to share what all things I did to get band 8 in IELTS speaking. But you can also use these things if you want to improve your speaking ability in general, because when you go for work or you join some company, maybe your work is just to write code, but when you want to explain your code to your co-workers, or if you want to, as a data scientist, if you want to show some outcomes to your stakeholders, your communication should be very effective and it should be very easy to understand to others. And if you are not conveying your findings in a very simpler way, in a very precise way, probably your findings won't be that effective. So these are the things which is very important in my opinion. And previously I have posted several times a video or polls in the community section about, is communication skill important for data scientists? So many people agreed to it and they voted it as yes. So of course speaking skills are important, and like I told you, I got band 8 in my speaking skills in IELTS exam. So I did several things to improve my speaking. I'm still working on my speaking skills. So we learn every day, right? And we improve ourselves every day. So I still want to improve my speakings even more. So yeah, that is the thing. So but what all things I have done till now, I would like to share that. And yesterday only someone asked me how I can improve my speaking ability. So maybe this video will help you. But before moving further, please go and subscribe to the channel and be a part of Programming Cradle family, and also hit the bell icon so that you get notified each time when a video goes live. And also you can give this video a thumbs up if you like this video, and also you can let me know in the comment section if something specific you want to know. I will try to answer it to the best of my knowledge, and I try to explain my answers so that you get to know what is my perspective, what is my way of thinking, so that my answers are clearer to you. And if you agree to that opinion, that's well and good, but if you don't, you can always let me know in the comment section that your views are different, and maybe it will be helpful for other people as well. So yeah, with that being said, let's start a discussion. So the first thing that you can do is think in English. What do I mean by think in English is, when we try to speak in English, we usually form the sentences in our mother tongue. In my case it's Hindi, in your case it might be something else. So we form those sentences in our mother tongue and then we translate it to English. So our mind is obviously the most powerful thing on this world, but still it finds it hard to translate the sentences or the words which we want to speak, and then it speaks out in English. So it takes quite a processing time, and it takes a hit on our fluency, and that's where we feel like we are not fluent enough, and then we hold ourselves back and we don't even try to speak in English. So that is the first thing that you can do. When you think and when you talk to yourself, always try to speak in English in your head. So maybe like you want to do something tomorrow. Okay, so you are planning on things what you want to do tomorrow. So you will be like, okay, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do that. So all these things you can think in English. Usually what we do, मेरे को कल ये करना है, मेरे को कल वो करना है, like in Hindi I would do like that. But what you can do is you can say all these things in English. So after some time, maybe when you try this for a month or so, you will automatically start to think in English, because it will come in a habit for you. So that is the thing what you can do, and it actually improves your speaking ability to a greater extent. Now the second thing that you can do is take some topic, any random topic, let's say food, let's say travel, or maybe hobbies. It can be anything. Take random topic and don't try to plan ahead what you want to speak, and just go in front of mirror and try to speak on the topic for like 2 to 3 minutes, and also record whatever you are saying, because when we are speaking we usually miss few things, and we are not able to rectify those things because we didn't get to know what exactly mistakes we did in that speaking. So always record that and listen it multiple times, and whatever mistakes you got in that recording, try to speak that in a correct way, and try to speak multiple times, and when you will repeat that, it will automatically come into your practice. So that way you can rectify your mistakes. So that is the second thing. And also you need to work on your vocabulary. It's not like your vocabulary will be bad. You would have when somebody else is speaking, you will understand everything, and maybe one or two words you won't know, but you will be able to just guess the meaning of that word by just seeing the context of the sentence. So but when you are speaking that thing, your mind will start searching for words, and when you start searching for words, your fluency take a hit. So what you can do is, don't try to learn many words, because when you will try to learn so many words, you will not be able to remember everything. Try to learn only 2 words a day, or maybe let's say 10 words a month. Okay, let's take 10 words a month. We are not stretching it to a very huge number. So let's take just 10 words a month, and keep using those words in your daily life. And it's not like you know the meaning of that word, it's enough. You need to know the proper uses of those words. And how will you know the uses? Try to read some sentences which are including those words, and then use those sentences or use those words in your sentences. And when you will start using those words, it will automatically come when you are talking to someone. And when you want to, let's say you are giving some speech and you learned some words a few days back, try to include those words. Don't try to stick to the words which you already know. So it will increase your vocabulary, and once your vocabulary will be widened, you will be able to speak more fluently, because your mind won't search for other words. So this is something what you can do. And next thing what you can do is, usually when we try to speak in English in front of people, we hesitate. We think like people will judge us. So you need to avoid that. The thing is, it's very common. I mean, even if you try not to focus on those things, your mind will go there, because we are not a native speakers, and we will have that fear that, yeah, this person might be knowing English much better than me, so he or she will judge us. So that will always be there. But the thing is, everybody learns someday at some point, right? So it's not like everybody knows English right from the childhood. Maybe some people have interest in languages, so they are good with languages. They had interest right from the first class, so they had that interest, and because of that they were able to pick up English really quick. But there are few people who are really very, they are not really strong with languages. They know 1 or 2 languages, they are fine with that. And when they have to learn some other language, it's not just with English, if they have to learn some other language, they probably will find it really hard. In my case, I find it really hard to learn a new language. I actually tried learning German, but it was not my thing, and yeah, I end up leaving it, and that was the reason I didn't choose Germany as a place to go for masters. So that is the thing. So yeah, do not hesitate or do not shy in speaking English, and try to find a partner for you. Okay, what you can do is, we have a group, Programming Cradle, so you can join there and you can ask, be frank. Okay, because when we are learning few things, we try to pull ourselves back. We feel like people will judge us. So yeah, people's work is to judge. They will judge you at every point of your life, so don't be worried about that. The main goal that you should have is improve yourself, right? And whatever you have to do for that, you should do that. So you can record and you can listen, that is a really good thing. But still, when you talk to someone in English, so if you talk with them, they will also talk with you. So in that way, you will have that in the back of your mind, that yes, you know how to talk in English with other people. So when you will have that feeling, you will speak more fluently when you are in front of other people. And the thing with speaking in front of mirror is, okay, you are talking to yourself, and you have that thing in your mind that, okay, you can make mistakes because there is nobody to judge you. But when you try to talk to somebody else, there you will have that thing in your mind that, yeah, they will judge me, and because of that your fluency will take a hit. You won't be able to recall words or grammar properly. So that is the thing. So try to talk to people in English. And in my case, I tried, like when I was practicing for my speaking test, I asked my friend frankly, will you help me in speaking test? I am taking IELTS, so would you be okay in that? So yeah, they were totally fine with that and they helped me. So it's nothing like if you ask for help, people will judge you. If you are comfortable with someone, if you have some close friends, you can ask them for help. They will surely be able to help you. And it's very specific to IELTS actually. So what we think is we have to use very high level vocabulary, or we need to use very unique words. So that is not the thing. What you can do is some words which you can use in all type of sentences, like relatively, absolutely, certainly. So if you use these kind of words in your sentences, it makes your sentence look really good. So if you use these kind of sentences in your IELTS exam, it will definitely help you to increase your scores. And also in IELTS exam, it's not like you have to speak continuously to someone for like 5-10 minutes. It's like a conversation. So when somebody is talking to you and you are just responding to their questions, it becomes really easy. So do not think like I have to speak I have to speak so many things and for so long I won't be able to speak for so long. So that is the thing. And I have been continuously speaking for like now 10 minutes. So yeah, that is the thing. And when you are thinking about something, in IELTS test I'm talking about, so if you have pauses to recall some points, that is totally fine. They won't deduct your marks on that. But if you are taking pause to look for some proper words, there your marks will go down. So that thing you need to keep in mind. And I would highly suggest to avoid gaps in your sentences. But if you make 1 or 2 gaps, that is totally fine. And you can also rectify your mistakes. And self-correction is a very normal thing. Even native speakers do self-correction. So if you're thinking that I made this mistake, you can correct yourself. That is not a problem. But don't do it multiple times or more times, I should say. So yeah, these were the things that you should keep in mind, and these are the things which you can follow to improve your speaking skills. Because like I told you, speaking skills are one of the most important soft skills that you need to have even in your professional life, or even in educational life, so or even in daily life, I should say. So yeah, that is the thing. So yeah, these are the things which I wanted to discuss in this video. I hope this helped you, or if you have some other tips or tricks, you can always let us know in the comment section. It will help other people as well. And we learn every day. I am also learning. I make mistakes. So yeah, that is the thing. I hope this video helped you, and please subscribe to the channel. I keep making these videos for you guys, and I hope these videos are helping you. And also you can hit that bell icon so that you get notified each time when a video goes live. And please give it a thumbs up. It takes quite a lot of effort to make these videos. Recording might not take much time, but processing it and making it look much more presentable, it takes time. And yeah, these are the things which I wanted to discuss in this video. And if you are into data science, you can download data science notes in the description. I have given the link, and you can join a Telegram group, and whatever you have, you can always ask there. People are there to help you. We have over 800 people now. We are about to reach 850. So yeah, there are many people there, and they are good people. They are trying to help everybody. And yeah, that's it for this video. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Happy learning.